before this video starts, I do just want to mention that I'm currently hosting a giveaway for Christmas. I'm going to be giving away this skin you can see on screen right now. This is a Wildcat bundle. I think it's like an $150 skin. I'm giving it away for completely free. All you have to do is go into the description of this video. There will be some very simple rules that you need to follow to enter. I'm pretty sure it's just liking the video, subscribing, joining my Discord server, and then there will be a link to my Twitter. You will have to actually head over to my Twitter and follow some more rules, and then simply once you've done all that, comment done on this video and you then will be entered. Good luck everyone. Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video, and in today's video, I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of losing my voice. We're grinding out the daily uploads. We're going hard right now, but yeah, I'm kind of losing my voice, so bear with me this video. But in today's video, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you guys the most optimized game user settings for Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 5. Now, I've received a ton of comments of people just asking for my game user settings. Like, this wasn't something I expected to make a whole video on. It's going to be quite short, quite simple. But yeah, you guys wanted this, so yeah, I think my game config is kind of optimized, and I'll be basically leaking it in this video, giving it to you guys. Now, it's kind of simple. If you go ahead to enjoy the video, the least you can do for me is drop a like, hit that thumbs up button. Takes 2 seconds. Really does support the video. You know, you can go the extra mile and also subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on. Therefore, you never miss an upload just like this. Remember, at 75,000 subscribers, I will be doing a face reveal. So getting straight into this, I'm over my desktop right here. Simple stuff. You guys actually keep asking for this background right here. I don't actually have the link for it or the actual background itself, but if you want this background, all you have to do is just go on Google and search up like 4K Christmas wallpapers, and I'm sure you can find it. I don't know why so many people wanted this, but I had a ton of people asking. But yeah, getting straight into this, how you actually access your game user settings to actually change them. Well, I mean, I'm going to be giving you them so you can just replace the file almost. But how you get to there is you want to go down to your search bar, type in run. It should say run application. You want to click onto this. Then when you're on this box, you want to type in %local app data %, press OK. Now you're here, you want to find Fortnite game, go to saved, config, Windows client, and now right here is your game user settings file. What you're going to want to do is technically just replace it, like entirely. If you want, you can make a copy of this, you can drag this to your desktop and keep it just in case you want to revert back to your old settings. But personally, I would just get rid of this totally, and there's an easier way to do that. Basically, what you want to do is to actually get my game user settings. I'm going to show you how to get them now, and then I'll talk a bit about them, explain why they're so optimized. But to get them, what you want to do is, because I can actually link a file within the description, I don't want to make you guys go through stupid download links with a ton of ads on them. What I want you to do is head over to my Discord server. I will link it down below at the top of the description. All you want to do is when you join, go to the announcements channel, literally just click here like I've just done. It says announcements, and what you want to do is, it isn't in it yet because I haven't recorded the video yet, but there's going to be a file just like this, a .txt file called game user settings. It's going to be fairly similar to this. It'll be right under this post right here. All you want to do is press this little download button, and it'll download to your PC. And now simply, once it's downloaded, what you're going to do is go to your downloads on your PC or wherever you downloaded it. You want to drag it into here. So in this case, it's not going to work. But if I drag it into here, when you do that, this is obviously not the game user settings because it's right here. I've already got it. But when you do that, it's going to say, do you want to replace the file in the destination? You just press yes. And then it's going to just replace that file with my settings. And now assuming you are all at this point, what you're going to do is you may have to make a few changes. So to do that, what you're going to do is right click it, go down to properties, and ensure that in the attribute section down here, read only is unticked. Press apply, press OK. Now you can make changes in here because you will need to make some changes, only a few minor ones. Now, first of all, user rendering API. This is going to be different for everyone based on what you want to use. Now, user rendering API 1, so there's different numbers for them, and it just depends on what DirectX version or rendering mode you want to use in Fortnite. Now, number 1, basically what this is, it's DirectX 12. So if you want to use DirectX 12, you don't actually have to change anything, just keep it the same. And then if you want to use DirectX 11, what you want to do is just change this number right here to 0. That's all you have to do. Change it to 0, press file, press save. And now for the majority of you who probably want to use a new performance mode, what you're going to do is just set this number here to the number 2. That's all you have to do, number 2. And now just to recap, if you want DirectX 11, remember it's a number 0. If you want DirectX 12, it's a number 1. And if you want performance mode, you change it to the number 2. That's all you have to do. And now once you've done that, scrolling down here until you find this right here, allow multi-thread rendering. Now some of you guys may not want to use this. The rule for multi-thread rendering is that if you have 4 or more cores on your processor, you do want to have it turned on. So you do want to have this set to true because it says allow multi-thread rendering. Of course, if it's set to true, that means basically it's enabled internally within your game config, which means your Fortnite will launch with multi-thread rendering enabled. And now to check if you slot into this gap and you meet these requirements, you do technically meet the rule to use multi-thread rendering. What you're going to do is go down to your search bar, type in task manager. It should come up here, the application. I've got it open. You then want to tab over to performance here. Then what you're going to do is look at your cores. It literally says right here now, not your logical cores. To make that clear, not your logical cores, just your cores. cores. As you can see, I have 4, and that means I have 4 or more cores, meaning I should use multi-thread rendering. Now, if you have anything lower than 4, literally just change this right here to false. And of course, if you're like me, you have 4 or more cores, have it on true. And moving on, a few other things you may need to change is your resolution. So resolution size X and last user confirmed resolution size X. You want to change this if you are using stretch resolution. I'm sure you knew what res you was using in the first place, so you may want to change this just based on whatever resolution you use. Personally, I just use native. It works the best for me, so if you want to copy exactly my settings, just use native. I enjoy it. Other things you may want to change is your frame rate limit. So I kept my frame rate at 160 because the rule for capping your frame rate is to cap at the highest and most stable, consistent frame rate you can reach, and for me that is 160. I have an 144 Hz monitor. This just works perfectly. Now, this is completely subjective, morally dependent on your PC and your system itself, so yeah, you probably know what to set its size. You've probably already had it capped in the past, so yeah, just cap this or change this figure right here to whatever you usually cap at. And the final thing you may need to change would be your audio quality level and your last confirmed audio quality level. Now, I have mine set to 1. 1 is basically low audio quality within Fortnite. Now, you can change this to the number 2, which will give you high quality audio. I don't recommend you do it because it can make performance worse, but I do know some of you do have it on high audio quality only to have your pump to sound different, because having it on number 2 will make your pump sound like Mongrel's. Believe it or not, Mongrel does have his on 2 to make his pump sound better, and his in-game sound is just a lot louder, footsteps are louder and all that. So yeah, you can change this if you want, and I think that's about it. I know there are some tedious things to change, but a lot of it does come down just to yourself. You know, a lot of it is subjective based on your system, but things like scalability groups right here, as you can see, I've lowered all of these basically to 0, which is the lowest setting, so you're getting the best performance here. You know, if you want to crank down your quality even more, you can actually change this, your resolution quality right here, to 82. Literally just put in the number 82, and when you do that, it will downscale your game to 720p no matter what, which I think Fortnite does anyway with performance modes, so you probably don't need to do this if you are using performance mode. If you're not, maybe you're on DirectX 11, this could also help, just a little tip. And yeah, hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I mean, there's not really much magic to it, unless you want to go really in depth. There isn't much to it. I've obviously disabled mouse acceleration, I've turned off show grass, and a few other things I've basically just set to true or set to false based on certain things, because there are some things in here that Fortnite do force change in a way if you're not to manually change them yourself, and they can give you worse FPS. So basically this is just almost the most optimized it can get. But yeah, with that being said, that is all I have in today's video. Isn't really much more to talk about. Again, my updated and optimized game user settings folder or text file, it's going to be in my Discord server in the announcements channel, so if you want to download that, I've already said it in this video, but you will need to join my Discord server. And yeah, sorry if this video was a bit disappointing. There really isn't much to it. Like, there's only so much you can do in your game config, and although it won't make the world of a difference, I guess it helps. So I mean, you guys asked for this, so I just gave you what you wanted. Now, if you went ahead to enjoy the video, I helped you in any way, shape or form, the least you can do for me is drop a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.